Hi there, this is Joe from SquareXO, and this is SquareXO episode 13, joined by Dan.
Hi there guys, unlucky for some.
Who disappeared. He disappeared, so this is why we're recording it on a Tuesday at about 8:15. I should be in my bed in about 30 minutes, but we won't worry about that.
I'm sorry everybody. I've been away for the weekend, so I've not been on Twitter, I've not been anywhere. I've been somewhere, but...
That's what I could do with a nice relax. Well,
Yeah.
never mind about that. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at square_XO, youtube.com JohansonWater, follow us on twitch.tv/SquareXO, and visit the website, of course, squarexo.co.uk. Give us a like on iTunes and a little review, and yeah, that's it. Oh, so good. Perfect that time.
That was perfect. Good. We can move on quickly.
Okay, let's go. I've done it. We might have a little Nintendo Corner moan this week just to annoy the people who didn't want me to moan, but we'll leave that till later. I do have something I want to moan about, to be fair, but I'll leave it till later. But okay. I've also got something I want to praise as well, so that balances it out. Okay, right, anyway, PlayStation. PlayStation VR sold nearly 1 million units, you'll be pleased to know. So there we go. The demand is so much that Sony's had to increase production.
Oh, has it? That's I don't know whether I'm surprised or not.
In fact, yeah, they're still actually quite hard to get hold of, which is pretty crazy. But I've long, it's kind of passed for me now, VR.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I feel about it, and I enjoyed it, but I'm kind of glad that I don't have it anymore. Obviously, I had to send it back to my old employer, but otherwise I'd still have one. I'd probably still use it occasionally to play Job Simulator, but to be honest, thinking about it now, it's just weird. VR, although it's a good experience, it's just weird that you're standing in this room with this headset on, you can't see anything around you, and it's good, the experience, but it's kind of isolating. It's kind of like you've got your family in the room, and even though you're always all doing your own thing, when you've got this headset on, you can't even see anyone. It's even worse.
That was always my issue with it. I didn't like the idea of shutting myself away in my own house. I don't know. There was just something about it that I didn't feel comfortable with.
It'd be quite cool if there was a wee camera in it, so you could still see around you. Just a wee screen in the corner or something, so you could still see what's going on in the room.
I think I'm still waiting for a kind of killer game for it, really. Yeah. Resident Evil did review quite well and it sold well, but that was January. We're March now, so there's not been anything, has there, really, since then. So I'm surprised it's still selling so well when the lack of software is so prevalent.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, so there you go. So it's selling well, so I guess that's quite a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy, which is good. So, well done. Okay, what else? What other news? Let me have a think, because I'm... Nintendo Switch reviews. Here, we posted our Nintendo Switch review, and then everybody's posted theirs, and everybody seems to... The general consensus I got from the reviews, I'll talk about my own opinion on the Switch later, was that they reckon it's kind of like half finished. That's kind of what the reviews said. Like I say, I've got my own opinion that I'll talk about that in a bit, but I just wanted to say what the reviews said about it.
Yeah, fair enough. On reviews as well, I was just on Metacritic then. Near Automata's, or Near Autonoma. Is it Autonoma? I don't know. Anyway, Near, the embargo lifted, and that's got an amazing Metacritic score.
What's that? 88?
No, it's 90 at the moment.
90, very good. What was Horizon? Horizon scores come out as well. What was
Horizon? 88.
88, and what was the other one? Zelda. What was that? 98, wasn't it?
Yeah. I knew Nier would get more than Horizon. I didn't think Zelda would get as high as it has.
Of course it would. So, what do you call it?
Yeah, but even so, that's high. That's that is the highest rated game of all time, isn't it, currently?
No, it's not the highest, no. Not on Metacritic,
sure.
It's not, yeah. It's, but the other Zelda game's higher, Ocarina of Time. I think that's got 99. Something like that. That's the highest. And then Zelda Breath of the Wild's sort of rated alongside a few others, so it's not on its own on 98. There's a few others on 98
Tony Hawk's
as well.
Pro Skater 2, Grand Theft Auto 4, Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast are also on 98.
See, Grand Theft Auto 4 isn't a 98. That's nonsense.
Yes. I never played it.
Breath of the Wild, from what I've played so far, is overhyped. It's a brilliant game, don't get me wrong. I'd definitely give it a high score. If I was to say, oh, here's a score for it, I'd say there you go, 9 out of 10 or something. But I just think it's the people who have nostalgia.
Yeah.
Just kind of go, I saw a few people, for instance, say it's the greatest game ever. You know what I mean? And then,
I think it's...
And then about a week later, I saw someone else say Nier was the greatest game ever.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, just...
I don't think Breath of the Wild's been in people's hands long enough to be able to ban that around. Yeah, it's massive.
It's all nonsense.
I'd say it's the best game I've played since The Last of Us.
I think it's a very good game.
Yeah, we can talk about it a bit more later when we talk about what we've been playing.
Anyway, okay, yeah, we'll talk about that later. PlayStation Plus games for March announced. It's coming out tomorrow, actually, now. It's Little Big Planet 3. Was it Little Big Planet 3? Oh, no, it's Tearaway. That was last month. Tearaway Unfolded and Disc Jam.
Yeah, Tearaway is a brilliant little game.
I've got that one now, but Disc Jam's brand new. It's a cross, so what was it? Did they say it was tennis and ice hockey or something? It's a cross between something like that. They're hoping it'll be the new Rocket League. That's probably why they're giving it away for free on PlayStation Plus, because they're going, oh, please let it be the new Rocket League and make it loads of money.
yeah, give it away free, get the people talking about it, and then
that's what they're hoping. But so there we go. Will it be the new Rocket League? Only time will tell, I guess. Okay, today's charts. Not today's. They came out yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I'm thinking today's Monday, but it's last week's charts really. And Horizon Zero Dawn was number 1, by quite some margin. Believe Zelda was number 2. Switch was number 4, I think, from memory. And I think the only other Switch game in top 10 was Bomberman, which was number 7.
Where was Grand Theft Auto? Let's do some Grand Theft Auto.
That was what number... I'm doing all this from memory because I don't have it written down. So I think Grand Theft Auto was number 3.
Still up there then.
Yeah. Okay. And then For Honor was number 5. You can check that. If you're trying to test my memory, then you can check if I'm right. But yeah, so there we go. So that was good. It was well done to Horizon, because that's a brilliant, brilliant game. It really is. So I was pleased to see it get the number 1 spot, because it's nice. It deserves it.
Well, the first big PlayStation exclusive of the year, isn't it? Could argue Gravity Rush 2 was a big exclusive, but it didn't even chart, so it's not in the same...
Nah,
can't really talk about it in the same sense.
They didn't push that as much as they did Horizon. Nowhere near. Yeah. They were never going to, really. Were they?
Interesting looking through, though, yeah. Resident Evil's still in the chart. So, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course it is. Okay, what else? Any more news? None on top of my head. But then I always forget everything. So, there you go.
Yeah, I can't remember anything too big happening. It was obviously the launch, the couple of big game launches.
Nintendo Switch, sticking with that sold 80,000 in the UK, I believe, at launch. So that's pretty good. I also heard it sold... How many was it in France? Something crazy in France, I think. And in Japan, it sold 320,000, I think. And then France, it sold quite a lot in France. I don't even remember how many.
Numbers that big don't really mean much. It's a big number, but you want it in context, don't you?
Yeah. Apparently, like in Europe, though, it's got off to a really, really fast start. Just the whole of Europe.
Has it outsold the Wii U?
I think for launch it did. I think for launch it might have...
What I mean is, has it outsold Wii U's lifetime sales already?
Yeah, well, it won't take long, like you say.
We should do a sweepstake.
Yeah, we should. But anyway, yeah, that's news. I can't board any more news. Bye, news. So yeah, woohoo!
Cool.
The news is done. Let's not dwell on it too much.
Should we talk about what we've been playing then, and give some opinions on some stuff, or did you want to be negative first? Can I put a quick positive thing in?
Yeah.
So we've really bashed game a lot recently, but when we were away at the weekend, I really wanted to buy a case for my Switch, so I had to give in and go into a game store, and I got really good service, and the guy was really friendly. They didn't try and upsell me. They found what I wanted. They chatted for a bit, and I bought what I wanted and walked out. So it was. We're very quick to be mean about their website and about how their practices work and stuff. But so I wanted to just be quick on being kind and kind of saying it was good.
The shop and their website's rubbish, but the people are always nice.
Yeah, it was good. So
yeah, the people's always nice and happy to have a chat. So you can't knock them. It's just this practices, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to balance the bashing we've been giving them for a while recently, to just kind of say that.
Although they did was people's Switch orders or something, so
they were cancelling them, but yeah.
Yeah, they cancel and stuff, what they always do.
We'll edit that bit out, we won't mention that.
Yeah, we will. So again. Anyway, what else? Right, let's talk about Horizon for a bit, because it's came out and we've not really talked about it, so we should do.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do.
I mean, what is your sort of thoughts on basically the story?
So
far?
I started just after we did the last podcast. I probably played for about 7-8 hours maybe. I'm not that far into it. I'm level 11, so that gives you any idea. And I can't quite remember what I've just got to in it. So the story has started to take a grip on me almost. So I'm ready to find out more. My opinion on Twitter to start with was that there was just far too much talking in it. I felt like I was, I don't get much time to game, so I'd get an hour or a couple of hours in the night. I felt like I was having to pick all the conversation strands for about 20 minutes every time you had to talk to someone, because I didn't want to rush through it and miss something, so I feel like I had to do it.
Yeah, although that's those type of games for you, really.
Is it?
Skyrim's the same, innit? You're talking to all these different people, and it's like...
Would you compare Horizon to Skyrim?
Yeah, I'd say it's that sort of same, that and the sort of Witcher, where you have a lot of dialogue and you have a lot of exploring.
So I've not played either.
Because they're both open world RPGs, and that's just what that style open world RPGs like. There's a lot of dialogue and there's a lot of things to do and find out.
Metal Gear 5 and Shadow of Mordor, what I'd compare it to that I've played, and neither of them have tons of dialogue.
Yeah, they're kind of different though. I mean, Shadow of Mordor's not really like that. I wouldn't say it's kind of the same sort of level.
Yeah, but no, I think it's a brilliant. First things first, it just looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, you spend all your time in the photo mode, don't you?
Yeah, I've never seen anything look as good coming out of a computer console, not ever. I don't think. It's one of those games that once you've seen, you then look at everything else as being insignificant. It's just amazing. Just the pores on Aloy's skin. I've got a problem with her name as well. Why didn't they add another L and call her Alloy, like a metal alloy? Because everything's metal and robotic. Why Aloy? I don't find that weird. But yeah, like the pores on her skin and the reflections in her eyes, at in-game level, it's just incredible. So they've done an amazing job at that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the action. I enjoy the bits I quite like is when you get the corruption and you can start messing around with the robots. That's brilliant. Riding on the back of Metal Horse.
Yeah, I've not far gone past that bit, but yeah, I'm able to do that now.
That's fantastic. I love that. Great. Really good.
Do you find as well some of the side quests I've done, it's just a bit like the Batman Arkham Asylum, where it's scan this and then just follow a purple trail, and then scan something else and follow a purple trail.
Yeah, there's a lot of this. It's like I say, it's a bit of open worldy, like Skyrim, fetch and retrieve and all that sort of thing. I mean, but that's just type of games they are. The main story kind of makes up for it, I think.
Yeah, for me, the world
interesting, and the world,
yeah, the world you're set
such an interesting world. I'm definitely going to get back to it, even though I've played most of it already. I think I've not really touched as many of the side quests as I'd like, so I'm definitely going to get back to it.
Yeah, I think the first time you get to one of the, what are they called? Are they called tool? The
tall boys.
They're like the giraffe type robots.
I don't know why I called that tall boy. I don't know. Maybe that's the name. I really need a cup of tea. You called me before I got on.
Sorry. But yeah, your first time you see one of them in the distance, I think it's going to go down as one of the kind of the game that just to set the visual bar.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to shout at someone. Keep talking.
Okay, I was going to say, it's the kind of game that you'll remember forever as being the first time. Well, sorry, it's the kind of game that sets the most first times that you've seen or first times that you've done. So the first time you see the giant tall robot, whatever it's called, walking in the distance, or the first time the sun rises, or things like that you're going to remember and you're going to forever compare other games to.
Yeah.
So
I was just shouting at somebody to make me a tea.
That's all right. That's a good idea.
I didn't think I'd shout it down the mic, so I just put you on mute. Yeah,
but
so it is really good, impressive, and sort of looks good. I love the photo mode. I love the combat, and I just love the progression.
With the combat, so I don't know if it's just because I'm not as far into it yet as everyone else might be, but there's not a kind of dodge and parry system, is there? It's just you keep pressing circle to roll so that you can't get hit until you can hit them. There's no kind of, it's not like Bayonetta or Transformers Devastation, where if you dodge at the right time, you're able to parry and attack them. You kind of just have to keep
I'm not clever that anyway. I'm not clever. I just roll it away.
Yeah, because that's what I love about the Platinum games and the Batman games, is that the combat, it gives you that ability to get good, or there's the ability to practice and get better and better. Where I felt with Horizon, especially when fighting people, it didn't feel, I don't want to say realistic enough, because I don't know what fighting 10 people is like, but it didn't feel like I could properly fight them. I either had to run up to them and hit them with a spear or shoot them. There was no way of, I don't know, that bit didn't feel quite, you know, the bit when you're doing the trials and then you get ambushed by all the people kind of thing, and you're on the edge of the cliff fighting people, like just loads of people keep coming at you. It didn't feel like the game was made to do that. And so
yeah, I kind of know what you mean. I just bombed the guy at that part. Did I bomb him? Is there a sort of bomb you could have at that point?
Is it a slingshot? Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was some sort of bomb. I remember that, and I blew up the guy with a gun. Then I just grabbed the gun and shot them all. That's what I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't pick that up. I don't think. I just left it.
See, you need to pick that up and shoot them. That's how you do it.
But that's the beauty of the game, isn't it? There's lots of options to do different things. You can be stealthy. You can just run in and attack things. You can set traps and lure them to come over to you. It's nice that it opens it up to play how your style of play is suited, and that's why I wanted the combat to be a little bit more in depth, because that's what I enjoy in other games.
Yeah, I just enjoy the exploring, so I'm quite happy just to wander about in games like this and just lose yourself in the world, really.
Yeah, I do. I really want to get back into playing it. In the first few hours of playing my Switch, I just kept thinking, I want to go back to Horizon, but I made sure I didn't, and then I've kind of clicked, and now I haven't gone back to Horizon. I probably won't for a few weeks.
Let's move on to Switch for a bit, because I've got a problem with it, as you'd expect, but I love it as well. What I said, starting with a positive.
No. Start with a negative. And finish
I want to start with a positive.
You should always finish with a positive. If you're writing a review, you always finish with a good point to leave the people.
I'm not a sheep. I do whatever I want.
Okay, so if you're going to turn off now if you don't want to hear Joe moan.
I'm not one of these people who you don't turn off now if you don't want to moan, because I'm being positive first and then I'm moaning. But anyway, I'm not one of these people who will stand outside queuing up for the bank machine when there's one inside that no one's using. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely agree on that.
Use the one inside. Stop standing behind everyone. Or then
McDonald's. We love queuing though.
McDonald's, when everybody's queuing for one till way up the middle, and then there's all these tills free at the other side. And
you can't push in there.
Oh no, I just walk straight to the free one.
Oh, no, that's bad.
No, it's not. Well, it's not bad when I'm sitting eating my burger and they're all watching me going, "Oh, I should have thought of that."
Fair enough. Right, anyway. Okay, so what are you starting with?
The positive. Right, the positive is, what I've said is, I already love it more than the Wii and the Wii U combined.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. It's well built. I mean, it feels sturdy. The screen's nice. It seems to provide you with great graphics, good sound. I love the rumble. I quite like these features that Nintendo always chuck in, like the IR camera in the bottom, or IR sensor, sorry. And then the fact there's an NFC read in it, I'm not too fussed about that. But obviously, there's quite a lot of features just in the Joy-Cons themselves, and even though everybody's going, "Oh, they're really small," they're actually not that bad, are they?
No, I don't find them too uncomfortable to actually use. I've gone through a couple of hours of putting the in handheld mode, standing the screen on a desk, and just holding a Joy-Con in each hand and like laying back and relaxing and just playing that way as well.
Yeah,
because they're so small and comfortable.
I don't know about when you plug them into the holder and turn them into a controller, and it's that square. I've tried it once, but I didn't like it. I think if I was going to play Zelda for prolonged periods on a TV, I'd rather get a Pro controller to do that.
I didn't have an issue using the little controller plug-in for the first few hours I was playing Zelda before I took it away with me. I felt it was okay.
I quite like playing. I prefer, because we played 1-2 Switch and Snipper Clips, and I was playing them with just a Joy-Con detached and playing on the TV just with one Joy-Con sort of thing, and that was okay. That I quite like the size of them. I don't have an issue with that. I've got an issue with I think I've got an issue with the right one more than the left in terms of using it, because isn't the analog in the middle in the right one?
Yeah.
So that's a bit awkward if you're just using it on its own. That's a bit annoying. But generally, if you're playing your own, you should probably use the left one if it works.
Yeah. No, I think they're all right. And my biggest issue with the controls is that like OK or enter or whatever to say yes is the circle button placement wise, and back or no is the X button, which I know is the Japanese PlayStation layout.
Weird. Yeah.
But it takes a while where you keep thinking,
that? I wonder if you can change that.
Probably, but I don't like changing stuff. I'd rather get used to it and keep it as the default. But then obviously when I'm jumping between systems at some point in the future, it might get annoying.
Yeah. I'll tell you what is annoying, right? The things they should have included in the box, they should have included a screen wipe, at least a cloth.
That would have been nice.
That's ridiculous. I would have quite liked a stylus as well, because I think when you type on the keyboard, sometimes it's a bit annoying. It doesn't quite work right. I mean, all the other systems, handheld ones anyway, even the Wii U had the stylus, and
So I wonder if they're keen to differentiate this, though, away from what's come before for them. If they include a stylus, then people are going to start being like, oh, so it is just another DS.
The 3DS is a stylus, the Wii U has stylus. I just think...
But, yeah, I think that's what they're trying to...
There'd have been no harm in including one, though, would there? Especially if it's got the touchscreen it's got, there'd be no harm. But, I mean, there's just weird decisions about this system that I don't like, even though I've already said it's brilliant, so I'm allowed to say what I don't like about it. So,
which is?
I don't like this kickstand. That's a shocking thing, that. I've already broke it off twice by mistake.
It's made to come off, though, isn't it? It's made so that...
Yeah, it is, but it's so shoddy, and you try and stand it up and the whole system wobbles. It's not very good, is it?
I haven't had any issues, but maybe you've just got heavier hands than me.
No, but it is a bit wobbly, in it? It's not perfect.
I haven't noticed. I've not had any issues.
Rubbish.
So that's rubbish. Nor deny.
I don't like the game card cover. I think that's going to break off anytime soon.
It's exactly the same as a Vita, though.
Maybe, I don't know. The Vitas feels a bit more sturdy to me. Maybe it's because it's a sort of harder plastic.
Smaller, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems better to me, but then I've got the old Vita, so I don't know what the new one's like. I discovered today that my Vita is the one that takes a SIM card.
Oh, is it? It's got 3G. Oh. So although I don't think that probably is worth having anymore.
Nah, it's probably not worth having. I just forgot all about it, that I had the SIM card, because I got mine from Japan, so I got one of the first ones probably. And then back to the Switch. Back to Switch. The other thing I don't like is the fact that you can't charge it when you're using the stand. That's stupid design decision, that one. Design. Do you put a charging port in I know why they've done it.
Well, Apple have done it with their mouse as well.
There's no choice, because, I mean, if they want you to put it in the port, where else they might put it, I guess. Unless they included a second one somewhere else. See, but even still, I thought, maybe there must be a way they could have done it, like make it less flush from the bottom or something, so that you could plug it in. But luckily, you can
affect so few people. If you're playing Zelda and it's stood on the desk and you need to charge it, just don't be lazy and pick it up for a couple of hours whilst it charges.
What the other Dan, he because of where he works, he's able to take stuff with him, and so obviously he would just stand on the stand and just play.
Yeah,
with the touch, so it's quite good in respects for him like that, and now you can't do it like that. Luckily, though, you can buy like 12 quid docks that you can sit it in and charge it, so that's quite good. I saw
that on Amazon
today. Ones, so I'll probably grab one of them myself, because it'd be quite good for upstairs if I've got the Switch main unit downstairs and I just want to take it upstairs to play, and I could just charge it overnight by putting it in the stand then. So yeah, that'd be quite worth it, I'd say. Just paying 12 quid for one of them. The other issues I've got is with the actual firmware, this sort of half-finished firmware.
Okay, well, because I've just written down a couple of my positives and negatives to go through after you've done yours, but one of my positives is actually the UI.
Oh, I love the UI. It's really clean and smooth and easy to use, but it's just missing a lot of features more than anything. Like, for instance, you make friends using this stupid friends code thing.
Yeah.
Which is really daft. But once you do make friends, you can't actually do anything with them. You can only see that they're there. You can't send them a message and anything.
When they started playing a game as well, it's like, oh, Joe started playing Zelda 3 days ago. Which it's a bit like, well, that's useless information, really. I want to know. I don't know. It'd be good if it said Joe has played Zelda for X amount or something, gave you some stats on what you're actually doing and playing.
It'd just be nice if you could what do you call it? Send a message. Say, hello, how you doing?
But we're saturated with ways to contact each other, though. Yeah, I could tweet you, I could text you, I could message you on Twitter. I don't need to be able to message people on
yeah,
a Switch.
But you might not. Those friends might not be the same friends as you've got. You might not know who they are or whatever.
I don't add people I don't know. Well, I suppose, yeah, okay. In my personal situation, it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, if somebody's playing a game I'm not playing, and I think, I'm not averse to messaging someone who I'm not too sure who it is, and going, how is it?
Yeah, fair enough. And you don't have that option at all, do you? So.
Nah, that's silly. And obviously the virtual console's not there, but I'm not too fussed about that.
No. I
think overall it's a very good console, but it's definitely my main issue is the fact that it's got weak Wi-Fi. So when I tried to connect it to my Wi-Fi, it just wouldn't find my router, even though I was sitting right next to it.
Oh, I haven't had that. That's
a bit
weird.
Shocking, but eventually it worked. And then the main issue is that the left Joy-Con has sync issues. Now, I know other people saying they not experienced it, but I bloody have.
Yeah, I haven't. I've not.
Oh, it's terrible. Every game it does it with, whether it's attached. I mean, they were talking about it just happening when it's detached, but it happens to me when it's attached to the actual unit. So what happens is, it's like the left. It's got the left. I don't know what you call it. The left bumper, I guess. It's like that's stuck. Yeah. That's the best way to describe it. It's like that. It's almost what happened to me on my PlayStation 4, on my PS4 Pro, where it kept moving the menu way over to the left. Except it's happening in every game. So in Zelda, for instance, it'll select the specials. So it'll select a bomb without me doing it.
Right. That's
so
really
I'll
odd.
just be walking along or trying to climb something, and then all of a sudden it'll select a bomb. And then in Snipper Clips, it keeps rotating the characters, and you can't play that game if they're rotating. You can't play that game because you need to be able to choose what way you want to rotate and stuff.
Yeah.
And what was the other game I was playing? There was another game I was playing for review for someone. I don't know what to talk about that until it's live, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really frustrating. So I talk about good customer service. I contacted Amazon today and I told them it was happening. They goes, here you go, there's 40 quid.
Yeah, that's good.
For your inconvenience. And that was it. They didn't want me to do anything else. And I goes, can I replace it? And they're going, yeah, but you need just wait a few days till we get them in stock again. But I don't really want to replace it because the saves don't transfer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of stuck till either Nintendo admits there's a problem and does some sort of
firmware update. Yeah.
Well, hopefully a firmware update will fix it, but apparently it's a hardware issue where I think the Bluetooth sensor, whatever's too close to something else, and that's what's causing issues.
I've not heard or read any of that, so very odd.
Yeah, but obviously a lot of reviewers were having the same issues before launch.
Yeah.
And now I'm having the same issue, and I'm hoping if it is a hardware issue, they can just send you a new left Joy-Con and it will all be sorted. Because it only happens with the left one. And obviously if I got a Pro Controller, then I would hope I wouldn't have that issue at all.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out and buy new Joy-Cons just in case it happens with them as well. So I think it's just a case of wait and see.
It's just a teething issue, isn't it? With all new tech, there's always these weird teething issues.
Like I say, it happened with PlayStation 4 Pro where it kept flicking to the left and flicking to
I had
the right.
issue with mine as well. I'm Gravity Rush, didn't I? It happens. It's annoying when it's you, but it does happen.
Yeah, so I mean, I will. But overall, I love it. It's a great system, but I don't think we should talk about it too much because obviously this is a PlayStation podcast.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'd just like to say a bit from my point of view on it. I too really like it. I think it's great. I like the UI. I like the fact that it's basic, that there's not much on it to distract you from actually playing games. That's why I buy a console. I just want to put a game in and play it. I don't really care about everything else. The store's good. It's not full of crap. It's just a couple of pictures of the games you want to buy. Prices are too expensive on it, but that's standard for digital. I like the UI. I don't like the friend codes, but I'm only going to add people that I know or people on Twitter, so I can just send and then my code kind of job done. My biggest issue with it is the time it takes to charge. It takes as long to charge as it does to run down. So we've been away this weekend. I probably had to charge it 5 times over 3 days, maybe 6 times.
I've not really had that issue yet, but then I've been playing it for ages and I've not even ran the battery out once, I don't think.
Maybe it's just Zelda that drains it, or I don't know. It's not a big issue because you can plug it in and play it whilst it's plugged in, or I can go and do something else whilst it's charging, but it drains. It does drain quite quick, and as something that's meant to be handheld and home-based, I feel that if you're on an 8-hour flight, I don't know, I've not been on a plane for ages, but if you can't plug it in to charge it, then you're not going to get much play out of it. Yeah,
apparently there's a way, if you get that one where you can charge up the that holder, and then you plug them in it, apparently that holds a charge for quite long, and the Pro Controller holds a charge for an amazing amount of time, apparently.
Yeah, I know it's to do with the screen. It's a bright, big touch screen that's going to drain the battery. It's like a phone. 90% of the battery's drain is on the screen, so it is understandable. But
the only problem is it's going to get worse, isn't it? That's a thing with technology and batteries. It's going to get worse.
Yeah. So, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to buy any other game other than Zelda, though. So, it's not going to be a problem into the future.
Well, you mean for now?
No, for Switch. For full stop, I don't think there's anything else that I'll buy for it. No, unless Marvelous do something. Oh,
sorry, it was my
yeah, no, I don't think there will be. To be honest, there's far too much on PlayStation. Like Game Informer's cover today with the Uncharted Lost Legacy. It's like, oh god, that's coming as well. There's so much coming out that I love Zelda, and I think the game. We won't talk about Nintendo too much longer, but I do think Breath of the Wild is probably going to be my most favourite game ever. And I feel that the £300 in buying a Switch and that is well worth it and fully justified for that game alone.
It won't be my favourite game ever. No. I know that already.
No, and that's well, we had a discussion beforehand, and you've not even broken into the story. So you've got to. It's one of those games that you've got to sink time into, I think.
Yeah, I will do. I'll probably sink a lot in it so I can review it, but I just need to. I've been so busy doing other stuff that sometimes that just Zelda had to wait.
No, and that's like with me with Horizon and that. But I don't think there's been a game on PS4 that is as good as Breath of the Wild from the time I've spent with it so far. I don't believe that any game has captured my imagination or created a world as good as that. We can stop talking about Nintendo at that point now, but that's my opinion. And I'm a massive PlayStation fan.
But then you thought Horizon, and you thought No Man's Sky was the best game last year, so what do you know?
What's the best game last year?
Actually, that's something I was going to say. There's been more Game of the Years this month than there was the whole last year.
Completely agree.
I said that on Twitter, and it's completely true. Like you said to me when we were choosing our Game of the Year, or choose your Game of the Year, choose your top 5, and I said to you at the time, I'm struggling to choose 5.
Yeah, I remember.
I could probably choose, if I had to choose now, most of them would be from this month. Zelda, Horizon, probably Nier, and then obviously we just had Neo, which would probably squeeze in there somewhere.
It's been crazy.
Mass Effect's coming out as well. I mean,
Lego Worlds comes out this week as well. I know that's probably not Game of the Year material, but it's another one that it's going to open up a lot of doors or avenues for certain people.
Gravity Rush 2. I mean, there's just so many games that have come out. Yakuza 0 as well. There's so many games that have come out and have had such high scores.
Persona 4 comes out in a couple of weeks. Persona 5, sorry.
Yeah, I think I've got that on the way, so I think I can review that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, before at the same time everyone else does.
Yeah, there's loads. So
I'm meant to do this. It's crazy. I'm already reviewed Horizon. Ghost Recon came today, which is another open world game. And then obviously I'm struggling my way through Zelda to review. I don't suppose I've got any rush. The only pressure on me is from myself to get the reviews done, so I can take as much time as I want, really. But they're all open world, and it's like, what the hell? Persona 5, that's another 40-hour game, probably.
And then more. I think Persona 4 took me 100 hours or so.
Nier's probably huge. Do you know what I mean?
I can't wait for Nier still, though. I don't know if I don't know when I get it, if it'll be a big enough draw to pull me away from my Switch. And then it's like, oh, now I've got to go back to Gravity Rush. Oh, now Horizon. It's almost becoming.
I know it's got Christmas in it this month. This month for Christmas. I can't see another month in the year beating this month.
The good thing is, I don't think there's much else coming out this year that I'm massively excited for. So that's quite good. I can get it all now and then just slowly work through
not that we know of, but then once E3 gets, there's got to be some. Sony's got to have something big
PS
for Christmas. Sony will have something big for Christmas, whether it's God of War or whether it's Spider-Man or whether it's...
it won't though, will it? They never release a game at Christmas.
No, I think they'll have something. It's probably GT Sport. That's probably going to come out around about that time. That'll be one of the big ones. I don't know what's happened to Dreams. And then obviously you've got that Days Gone one as well.
Yeah.
So there's still got quite a lot they're working on. They're definitely. You can't tell me they're not going to hang. Scorpio's coming out at Christmas, so Sony's going to counter that big time. They've got something up their sleeve for that, no doubt about it. They're not going to just let Microsoft go, look, here's the most powerful console ever, here's some games, buy it.
Will Microsoft say that though, or will Microsoft just say, here's the most powerful console of all time, we got no games?
Yeah, I did laugh at that comparison when someone goes, March, the greatest month ever, something, and they put Nintendo, Zelda, Sony, Horizon, Xbox, Cars 2, because it's backwards compatibility. That did make me chuckle. But yeah, no, come on, Sony's got something up its sleeve. Must have. It's not going to. The thing is, I was thinking about Scorpio, and the more I think about it, the more I don't want it. I've got an Xbox One S, and I'm thinking to myself, look at Switch. I mean, I know we're back in Nintendo, but look at it. I mean, you're looking at Zelda, and it looks great. And then there was this other game I was playing, and it looked fantastic. And you put them on TV, and they look great. They play great. And you've got PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro, and when you look at Horizon, how good it looks, how much better could a Scorpio make a game look than Horizon? How could it improve it that much that you'd go, wow, I want that one instead?
I think it's there'll be a point where it's just kind of performance issues, but I can't even think in the time I spent on Horizon any like frame rate drops or any pop in or anything.
How much better could Scorpio make Horizon look?
It couldn't.
It would be negligible. It'd be like, yeah, you'd maybe tell a different slight, but it's not going to be that much.
No.
I mean, come on. There's a point where you think this is a great game. It looks great. That's it. And look at the games on PS4 is PS2 all over again. That's why it's selling, because it's got the games.
Yeah.
The game library for PS4 is just becoming unbelievable.
Well, that's why people game, isn't it? They buy a games console for that reason. I
know I didn't like people saying, oh, this is the greatest game of all time, but PlayStation 4 is one of the greatest consoles of all time now. Really
I'd agree with that statement. Completely agree.
It's library of games. It's just fantastic. It's just got such good games, and that's what counts. That's why it's selling. You can say Xbox messed up and all that, but Sony's hit the nail on the head with PS4. It's got it right in every step of the way, and I don't think Scorpio will make a blind bit of difference to the sales of the PS4, because I think it will just keep going from strength to strength as long as Sony and its library of games keeps bringing what it's bringing. Scorpio's an irrelevance, really. Yeah. I think I really do, and I look at it and I think, What have they got coming? What's Microsoft going to do? They need to do something a hell of a special with Scorpio and its games to take away from PlayStation. I just don't see what they're going to do that's going to take away, because I don't see where the games is coming from. You look at Microsoft's first party lineup and it's weak. It really is. It's weak.
Can't name anything other than that pirate thing.
Sea of Thieves, and that looks terrible. So I'm not hyping it up. I think it looks terrible. But
yeah. So anyway, what's out this week other than Nier? Have we got much coming out? Or are we all right?
Ghost Recon's out today.
Was that a Tuesday release?
Yeah, so I got that from Boomerang Games, so thanks for that, Boomerang.
Cool.
So I've been renting from them, so I was going to try and review it, because I've played a lot of Ghost Recon already, because I played the beta a lot, and I've been playing it a lot today, so I'm going to try and play as much more as I can and review that for the weekend. I'll probably leave Zelda for a while longer.
So what kind of game is that? So. Is it a bit like The Division?
It's basically The Division in a jungle.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's what it is. It's The Division in a jungle. That's what it feels like, basically. So yeah, it's nothing special, to be honest. It's probably worse than The Division. I prefer The Division, to be honest. It's not really that great. It's just another Ubisoft open world, always online connected. Guy head through a chair, legs through the other half of the chair sort of scenario.
Yeah.
With all these bugs and nah, it's not for me. I'm not really impressed with it. All Ubisoft's games are sort of melding into one now.
I think they just have a paint by numbers system of coming up with a game. So it's like, I'll pick a setting. Oh, okay, jungle. Okay, let's pick a main character. Okay, army man. And then that's it. Let's release it.
Yeah, it's not. It'll change. To be fair to them,
it won't change if people keep buying the games, though.
Yeah, we'll see. To be fair to them, though, they did stop Assassin's Creed when people get fed up with it, so that'll be back soon. So hopefully it'll be better.
Have you seen the film?
Nah.
No, neither have I. I just wondered if you had, because I found that an odd choice of film to make.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. Who won? We said who won Horizon, didn't we? We've done our competitions.
Tell you what we didn't do. We didn't pick a dinner to win Overcooked, because I think Wednesday came and went, and life got in the way this week for us.
I told you to pick it.
Did you? I didn't see that.
I never saw many of the dinners, so I couldn't pick it.
Oh no! Okay, I'm going to go through now. Let's pick one now, and I will announce it on Twitter as well. Because
do we have anything else to give away?
Get moaned at. Not at the moment. I'm afraid. It's been well, with me being away and all these games and everything going out, it's been a quiet week on that front.
Well, you never know. We'll have something to give away soon, I'm sure.
We will, but I think Chuck sent us a picture of him with Horizon. I think he's enjoying that. Good game to win that was, so hopefully he's enjoying it. We did have some dinners. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back through our Twitter. Hopefully it goes back far enough. We both love pizza. I'm sure there was a picture of a pizza. So I'll see who cooked the pizza.
Oh, I've found one there, pizza.
How have you gone back that far? Who did that?
Demon 244.
Yeah.
He done the pizza.
We both love pizza.
Oh, look, that dinner looks nice. What's that? Nice, healthy salmon, tomato and basil fish with plenty of veg. That was at Matt_no_Matty.
It's a bit too posh, Matt.
No, I think that looks quite nice. I think that looks... It doesn't look overcooked, though.
Oh, dear. Or what about the guy that did Ben Winstano with the Subway?
The Subway and the packet of French fries. That's certainly not overcooked, is it?
I bet he didn't make that himself. Unless he works at Subway.
Go on, let him win then. Give him it.
Who, the Subway man?
Yeah.
Okay, Subway, there you go.
Give him overcooked. Well done.
Well done, Ben. I'll tweet you in a minute. Or, well, I'll say in a minute. You'll have had the tweet by the time you listen to this, I'm sure. We're going to get people moaning at us that you didn't actually cook it though. But so if you want to moan about the winner, tweet _@_water and tell him what you think.
And then he'll tell you to go away.
Press that block button. Ooh.
Okay, so I've had a good moan. I guess.
Have, yeah.
No, so I just want to say about Scorpio one more time. I'll just go back to what I was moaning about a minute ago. I don't know if I want it. I might just stick to my Xbox. Because I never turn that on. So, what's the point of getting another one not to turn on?
Yeah, I'm not going to buy. I've not had an Xbox One, so I've got no reason to buy one.
So PlayStation's gone from strength to strength. It'll be interesting to see what's coming out the rest of the year. I don't know, and going back to, I don't know, I'm all over the place now. It's because it's 9:05. I'm too tired now.
We'll tie up in a minute. Just carry on.
Just carry on talking nonsense. Right, I'm just going to go and see what's out the week after next, because obviously it's just been crazy. I'm so tired that I can't even think what games is coming out. And I usually
next week, 24th.
Is it the 24th already? No, it's not.
Well, no. This week be. Oh no, next week is the 17th. Sorry, it's because Nier was the 17th and it's been brought forward to the 10th. So I was a week.
You're just trying to confuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my iPad's not working now. What these stupid. Oh no, and then I turned it off and it did work. Right, here we go. Right, oh good, we're getting a rest next week. The next big game is Nier on the 10th, and then we get a week rest. Danganronpa 1, 2 Reloaded is out for PS4, and so is Flat Out 4. And a game called...
Pass on both those. A
game called This Is a Place. So I'm not really that fussed about any of them, so that gives me a week to catch up on reviews before Mass Effect Rising Town and Vikings Wolf of Midgard, which I've put down for on my rental sort of to review list because it sounds just a bit different. Vikings Wolves of Midgard, worth a try. Don't know what it's
about. Wasn't there a Vikings game before? Wasn't there
Vikings
of
Asgard?
Yeah.
That was a Sega game though. It's completely different. That was a great game actually, really good. Vikings of Asgard. I think that's a PS3 game. Yeah, I think it was PS3. That whatever it was was really, really good. So yeah, if you see that and you've still got a PS3, grab it and give it a go. So it's not bad actually.
If you've got time with all these other games coming out. If you can ever
find it, because I doubt you would ever find it. It's an old game, that one. I think that's one of the first ones I played. I might have played that on Xbox actually, Xbox 360. I think very old. I might still have it on my shelf. It's just I didn't tend to get into the games that I like, so they just kind of just sit in my pile, never getting played. Right, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, I've got that sitting on the shelf for Xbox 360.
Yeah, that was a good game though. Doesn't Horizon remind you a bit of that?
Yeah, it did a bit.
There's some influence in there for that.
Yeah, it's a very, very good game, that, and it never really got the sales it should have got. Very good.
No.
Although I do have Vikings Battle of Asgard on my... I've got it. Hold on a minute. Stay there. Get it off my shelf and tweet it.
You're going to give it away?
No.
If you want it, retweet Joe's tweet. If you do it enough, you might give it away.
You're not getting it. Creative Assembly made that game. Aren't they the ones that make Total War or something?
I have no idea. I know the name, but I don't know.
That's a great game.
I know a bit about gaming, but not that much.
Sega published that. Hold on, I'm going to tweet it. Let me just go on their Twitter. Come on. I'm just trying to take a picture of it. It's a promotional copy. It's actually,
so have you?
It's actually from 2000, and doesn't it usually say dates on these?
Somewhere.
Where's the date?
Do you find it weird when you remember a game and you look back, and then when you get it, you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I used to like this or something, or like, what did I think was so amazing about this game? And at the time you play it, you think, oh, it's the best, like, brilliant game.
Sometimes. 2008 says
9 years.
It's good, that game. So I've got a 9-year-old game on my shelf. I'm sure I've got games that are older than that. Oh, just whacked my head off the mic. There you go. What will I do? Hashtag podcast. Okay. Let's say that.
Oh dear, I'm yawning too.
I've finished my green tea now.
Oh, you had green tea?
I need to cut out the caffeine because I've been feeling a bit odd. Now sometimes you just feel a bit
yeah.
And so I've cut the caffeine out at night time to try and help my sleep.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's no good if you're not sleeping.
Right, we need to do the podcast at a decent time next time so that I can be myself.
Yeah, we will. It's only someone's birthday once a year.
That's alright. Stop having birthdays, a bit selfish.
I'm going away soon, so there's going to be a few weeks where you're either going to have to do this on your own, or people are going to have to try and live without us for a while.
I don't know.
I know.
Disgraceful.
Sorry, I need some sunshine.
Fair enough.
Anyway, we're still recording the podcast, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, of course.
We've
Forgot
had
about
over
that.
10,000 downloads. We've actually had loads of downloads recently. This month's gone crazy. So thank you very much if you're listening. Again, that you continue to support us, to listen, to interact, download, blah 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 blah. We do really appreciate it.
So I can hear you saying now, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. We started this as a hobby because we both like gaming. We both have a bit of free time when I'm not away or having a birthday, and we're just doing it because we enjoy it and not because we don't gain financially. We don't get anything other than enjoyment because it's what we want to do out of it. So thanks for listening, everyone, and downloading and subscribing.
Yes, thank you. It's
getting
appreciated.
Involved. Yeah, and
we'll get some more prizes soon, and we'll give them away, and that'll all be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's always good to reward you for listening. So thanks.
I think I'm trying to arrange some kind of tournament or something, or as we get bigger, kind of some get-togethers or something. It'd be awesome as we grow. But we're almost at 12,000 downloads now. So, what have we done? 12 episodes, not including this, because this hasn't gone out. Well, it has now because people are listening, but
not bad at all. Then not bad.
So no, it's awesome. So yeah, thanks for embracing us, everybody, and putting up with our views and whatnot. It's good to have a platform to put our opinions out. We've both been playing games for ages, and it's nice to give our opinion. And on the flip side, it's nice to hear when people disagree, because sometimes that opens up your mind to other points of view or to new things. And if you don't like what we're saying, sorry, but
you're just rambling on now.
Yeah, no, it's late. I was just going to say that, get involved, talk with us on Twitter, and let us know what you think of things and stuff. It's always good to have some interaction.
Yeah. So
I get bored sat chatting to Joe for an hour every week. I want to talk to more people.
Or sat listening to me for an hour.
Now, there you go. I've done my talking now. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I've had enough of this.
I want to go and play some more Zelda. Horizon, sorry, it's a PlayStation podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm about to play. I don't know. I might actually have an early night for once.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of games recently. Actually, saying that, I'll have a review somewhere soon, so follow my Twitter, because I'm going to be have a review you can read for Switch somewhere, so that'll be good.
See if you can get a physical copy to give away. Sorry, I forgot we're on the podcast.
We'll see.
And you can sign it and everything.
We'll see what we can give away.
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah. Thanks everyone. I'm tired. Even though if you're listening to this at 10 in the morning, I'm not tired. I'm probably quite busy actually. But if you're listening at 9:15 at night, I'm tired. I know what it is.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
So yeah. I don't know. I've lost the plot now.
Yeah, follow on Twitter, _XO, blah, all that blah stuff.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, cool. That'll do. We'll leave
so
it.
Enthusiastic.
It's all about Nier next week.
Yeah, we can talk about Nier. We can talk about
Switch.
More on Ghost Recon.
We love it.
We can talk more about Ghost Recon. A little bit about Switch, but Nier. And whatever else we got hold of.
Some big news.
Okay, sorry for not being at my top form today. But
if you're still listening to this and you're on Twitter, tweet us a number out of 10. Nothing else, just tweet a number. That rates the end of the podcast. That'll do. And then we can gauge how good this is, Joe.
We can gauge how good this... What? Huh?
Stop recording now.
I'm not going to stop recording until everyone tweets Dan. # something. I don't know. No, that didn't work. I was going to think something witty, but I've not got anything witty. # let's end the podcast. No.
No one's going to tweet it now because they're not going to hear it whilst we're sat recording it.
Okay. Bye then. Let's go. Let's finish it. Let's stop talking rubbish now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.